Hi guys, Crystal Romero here. I am an independent Scentsy consultant. Thanks for joining me today on my channel. I have a really cool video today. I'm going to be talking about everything Scentsy Pods. So everything to do with their products and how the Scentsy Pods look and how they come, to the different accessories that you need to buy to properly diffuse the fragrance through those pods. So to start out with, I just want to show you kind of what a Scentsy pod is. Scentsy pods are their version of like waxless fragrance. It comes in a twin pack like this. It's just a clamshell that you guys are kind of familiar with. They each have these little cages. And in those cages, there's no way that you could see these, but they're like transparent fragrance beads in there, which is kind of cool. They're all white. They're pretty simple in design. They just have, lots of space for air to kind of move within that cage. And because they're just so simple, they each come with this band to differentiate the different fragrances, because I'm sure you could get them all mixed up or forget which fragrance they are once you're using them. Next thing I want to show you is the wall fan diffuser that Scentsy offers. This is kind of what one looks like. This model is called the stacked Scentsy wall fan diffuser. And it's all white, which is really nice. It, matches any decor. This guy is not in a box because I have a story that goes with this. I picked this guy up on OfferUp. Some really nice lady was selling it. She said that she thought she was ordering some kind of like an oil diffuser, and it turned out to be a Scentsy wall fan diffuser. So these typically go for $25. I contacted her. She was so kind. She ended up saying that I could, it was posted for $15. She ended up saying that I could just come and get it for free, because she's the nicest woman in the world. And I couldn't do that knowing how much I would be willing to pay anyways for it. So she left it on her front doorstep while she went to the park, because we were trying to be COVID conscious. And I left her $5. Of course I was gonna do that. $25 worth product, just to not have the box. And it works. It was fine. You definitely want to make sure that you're buying something that works, but this is a great unit. That little click that you heard is this plug at the end. There is a button at the bottom that you can use to change the orientation of these plugs, if you could see that. So if you have, like on an island, a horizontally oriented plug, you could change it to use it that way. Or if you have a plug that is attached to a switch, typically in the room, I don't know if you know this, but in the room, those plugs will be upside down on the wall. So you can turn this 180 degrees, excuse me, and still have this work for you. My plug, as I said, is just kind of regular upright. It comes in two parts. Here, it does not come with the Scentsy pod. This is just one that was in there because I was using this in my master bedroom. This guy is Bonfire Beach. And if you see here, this top part is just a plastic, kind of a hard plastic piece. That's kind of the pretty to make it look like it's just a shade over that. It's really not transparent, it doesn't shine any light. And this particular model is just the fan. There is one model that has a light that shines down. This is not it. But on the inside, you can see all of the little fan blades in there. And you can see on the bottom, there's a perforated base. It has like little flower pattern. And when you plug it in, right, you plug it in, there's a light here. There's a button in the front that has the power signal, and I don't know if you could hear that, but it's on. That's pushing it off. So it's kind of cool. My lights are too harsh, so you are not able to see this, but there is a little bit of a light in there. I like it because you can easily like recognize from across the room when it's on. My husband likes to turn that off in the middle of the night, not because the sound keeps him up, but because that little bit of light kind of keeps him up at night. But you can put one pod, you could fit 2 pods in there, and you just put that on and go to town. So what that means with the 2 pods is that you could essentially mix different fragrances if you wanted to, like a sugar cookie and black raspberry vanilla. That would be a nice combination, or just keep 2 of the same fragrances. I typically get away with just using one in my bedroom, and it provides plenty of fragrance, and it's instant. You don't have to worry about waxes melting or being messy or anything. You can have this down low for if you have pets like cats and dogs that otherwise would be getting into that wax, should it be something that they're curious about. Otherwise, yeah, I love this unit. I really do. I am going to pick up more of these as I go along, but wanted to show you kind of what that looked like. So next, guys, what we have is a mini fan diffuser. So these mini fan diffusers, I know I've showed you this before. This one came in my starter kit when I joined Scentsy. It's a little box. It's got a mechanism in here that just you can use with the Scentsy Pods. When you're opening the box, it has some literature. This literature is just the instructions. It's basically saying that this uses a USB port and a micro USB plug. So it comes with its own adapter, USB to micro USB. And this is what the fan kind of looks like. It's in plastic. This color is the mint color, which I like. It's kind of perfect for spring. And you have your little adapter here. That's white. Comes like so. So this guy has no button to turn on and off. To turn it on and off, you just disconnect this or reconnect it. So again, this cord is probably about a foot and a half, maybe a foot and 3-4 inches. But there's got the USB side there, if you could see that, and then it's got the micro USB head on there. So could you use a different cord? Probably, absolutely. It's not going to really make a difference to this. I'm sure there's some input-output information, but I've used different cords to plug this in, and the only thing that you have to be careful about is this head here is pretty narrow, and some of those heads get to be pretty bulky. So as long as it fits within this little gap that they've made for that cord, then you're fine. So looks like that. Again, it's got the perforated bottom with little flower pattern design, and that's what's going to push the air from the bottom up to the top. You would then put a Scentsy pod here in the fan, like so, and I put these kind of fat side in. One thing that I want to show you guys about this is you do have to have it kind of up, sitting upright-ish. It does not go sideways. It won't hold on to the pod. And you could definitely not have it upside down. So something to be aware of if you wanted to somehow hide this somewhere just be cognizant of that. And because it's a USB, you definitely will need some kind of USB port. So I just grabbed this out of my son's room. It's just a little cube. You plug her in, and right when you plug her in, you can hear that fan going. So that's what the fan going, and that's with it off. So literally this is just a really tiny motorized fan, which is cool. These go for $15. That's the retail on these mini fan diffusers. I think they're a good deal. This is what I have in my son's room. He has the slate color, and we love it. We put it right by the entrance of his room, and it's really easy to change out the different fragrances once you don't, you know, once you can't smell it as strong anymore, whatever. But my pods typically last me about, I'd say, a week and a half to 2 weeks, which is good enough for us because we love those guys. So the last thing I want to show you as I disconnect this is Scentsy's third version, which is a Scentsy Go. Now Scentsy Go comes in either a Scentsy Go Solid or in a Scentsy Go with LED lights. So the LED light version will either come in silver or rose gold. This is the silver that I'll be unboxing for you guys today. The white solid has no RGB lights. So the LED light, RGB just stands for red, green, blue lights. And the silver and the rose gold do. So opening this guy, you have some literature, and then your charging cord, which looks to be quite a bit longer than the mini fan diffuser. Got some cardboard, and then this is what the Scentsy Go looks like. It's in plastic. Let's see. It's my coffee turning off because it's morning. Sorry. And this is the silver version. So I don't think that this comes charged. It says first use and charging. It charges in about 3 to 6 hours. So we're gonna have to charge this up and show you guys what the lights look like. But just to go through here, there is a fan button, a light button, and then this is the little like silicone flap for the micro USB. So when you open it, it comes with this top, and it's really kind of easy to see. This reminds me of a like a coffee cup is what it reminds me of. So it has the top here that you just like a key turn, and then it pops off, and in there you'll see the fan that we have been looking at all day, and you can take your Scentsy Go and fit it right in there. So again, you can fit 1, you can fit 2. That's as much as it takes. And then if you wanted to mix different fragrances, you can. To close this guy up, you just kind of put it offset, turn it, and if this were charged, I'd give it a go, but I'm gonna charge this, and then we'll come back and we'll look at those pretty colors and back. This has been charging for a couple of hours. The instructions did say that it takes 3 to 6 to fully charge. So, but for the sake of getting this video done, I've went ahead and taken it off the charger. We'll see how it does. But I wanted to show you guys in the instructions, it shows the different colors that you can get with this Scentsy Go. Essentially there's white, yellow, green, cyan, blue, magenta, and red. And there are different, I know there's different like studies that have been done for light and how they kind of affect your mood. And I plan to do a video with all of the colored lights that Scentsy offers for their full-size warmers and the mini warmers. So Scentsy, just side note, they offer orange, green, red, purple, and blue bulbs in the 15 watt and 25 watt. So if you have a warmer that you know, you kind of are thinking that you want to do a colored bulb in there, keep checking in on my channel, because I do plan on ordering all of those bulbs and showing you guys what they look like, and also breaking down how those colors can affect your mood. But getting back to Scentsy Go, I left the pods in there, and just to, again, there's nothing kind of holding these in. They are just plopped in there, like so. You put it in. There is a LED light at the top here that you can't see when it's not lit, but to turn on the fan, you hold that for a couple of seconds, and that like white LED light will then show, and you can hear that it's working. It's, again, all of these fans are really light, so they're really kind of efficient power. They're not making a lot of noise as you use these. So with this fan mode, there's also an eco mode that you can push again, and that what was a light LED light turns into a green LED light, and that what that means is it's going to turn on and off intermittently. So the charge is gonna last longer, and you're gonna get kind of bursts of fragrance, so, which is kind of nice because it won't be running. I think there's an auto shut off at 3 hours, so that's good to know too. So see, it turned off because it was in that eco mode, so it's gonna kind of come on and come off as needed. So this bottom button that has a little sun on it, if you hold it for 3 seconds, there's the light. And guys, I'm gonna have to turn off my light, so hopefully this doesn't look horrible, but so that you guys can see these lights. Okay, so this is just the regular light, and then you can get a white light. That's the yellow light, a green light, cyan, blue, magenta, and that's red. So it doesn't really show too well here, but the light is emitting from the bottom, so those lights must be here near the base of the unit, and then it just kind of gradients up, which is kind of a nice effect. And then you can just turn it to, it will go through all of the lights again. So white, yellow, green, cyan, blue, magenta, red. So, and this is coming on and off. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's kind of cool. To turn that light off, you just hold it for 3 seconds and then it turns off. So again, for the fan, to turn that fan off, and even off of eco mode, you hold it for 3 seconds and then it turns off. So what are my thoughts about this? Definitely when you buy it, make sure that you plan on charging it at first. Why I say that is because I could see, if this was a gift for my son, for example, and I just gave it to him right out of the box, he is gonna want it to work, right? They're like, okay, that's cool, like, how does it work? So if it's a gift for somebody that can't wait, like a child, open it up, make sure it works, and charge it. That way they can have fun. You don't have to feel guilty about giving them you know, something cool that they can't use right away and experience right away. So yeah, I think that. And then the second thing, thought, you know, about it, it does have a nice, like, textured finish on the side. It's really well made, I feel like. And guys, this I'm gonna take camping. So I like it, I do. So just to recap, guys, the Scentsy Pods are available for a bundle if you'd like. You can purchase each of these Scentsy double packs for $10, or you can buy 6 of them and then you pay for 5 and you get the 6th free. So you get 6 of these for $50, which is a great value. It's a better value than you buying them individually. And then if you do get that many, make sure that you remember to buy the accessories with it. So this is a mini wall fan diffuser. Or yeah, this is the mini fan diffuser. I think I said that right. And this is the Scentsy Go. So I hope that you've liked this video. If you did, definitely press the thumbs up button. I would appreciate that. If you have any questions or comments, leave me a comment below. I'd be happy to answer them. And thanks so much for joining me. This is kind of a fast, quick video, so hopefully it was informative. And if you like what you see on this channel, subscribe, hit that bell if you want to know when I upload new content, and I will look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.